Charlie ain't no Ash from Evil Dead, Reggie from Phantasm, or even Finn from Sharknado. But fans must enjoy him because they've brought him back for another go. Critters 4, aka Critters 4. They're invading your space. Invading my DVD shelf is more like it. Jokes aside, I enjoy this movie, surprisingly. Not really, because I like a lot of bad movies. Welcome to day 3 of my Scare Show 3, titled Small Spoofs. Let us begin. The plot! A group of 5 space explorers, including Brad, Chucky Dorff, and Andre Radu Hove, come across Charlie's pod from the end of the 3rd movie. Now the 2 eggs Charlie placed in the pod have hatched, and are attacking the unsuspecting crew. First off, this is the 2nd PG-13 rated Critters movie to contain nudity. The other being Part 2. Gotta love the 80s and 90s. Yeah. I enjoyed the characters in this movie. You get somewhat of an alien vibe, but I always felt like it was more similar to Forbidden World, with the whole lab experiment subplot that unfortunately goes nowhere. This sometimes makes sense because the director, Rupert Tarvey, did work on Forbidden World and Galaxy of Terror. One downside to this movie is the set design. This was shot back-to-back with Part 3. That movie took place in an apartment, so you'd figure that each movie would get significantly less bold. But no, they take this movie to space, where they really couldn't afford a plot for such a concept. Still, the set design has somewhat of a charm to it, and for that I applaud them. Another problem I have is with the dwindling number of Krites after Part 2. There was like 4 or 5 in the 3rd, and here we only get 2, really. The Critters movies have always been great examples of low and high budget films being fun movies. New Line Cinema struck gold with the first 2, and I do hope for an R-rated 5th installment in the future. The gore, the effects. One thing that should have been up to notch or 2 is the bloodshed. I mean, sure, there are a couple of gross scenes, but they are so few and far between that without the nudity, this could have passed for a PG rating. The musical score, nothing all too memorable. Nothing in this franchise will top Power of the Night from the original. This is definitely the weakest of the Critters movies, and it arguably has the bigger story of the 4. Part 2 is only a bit less grand in scope than this, and it's turned out way better. Overall, I give Critters 4 a 3 out of 5. After watching the short film Critters Bounty Hunter, I still feel Critters has a few more good bites left in it as a franchise. I'm Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below to leave comments and subscribe.